Hello everybody and welcome, my name is GaaraOfBentonYGO, and today on this exciting Yu-Gi-Oh video, we are going to be going over the combo tutorial for the Crusadia Thunder Dragon deck profile that I posted yesterday. This is going to show off a couple different combos and then do a couple test hands for the deck profile. So if you guys have not seen the deck profile and you want to watch it before you watch this video, there'll be a link on screen right now and in the description box below, linking you over to that video. And then if you want to watch this video first and then watch it, there'll also be a link at the end of this video. Without further ado, let's get on to the combo. So the starting combo involves Starliege and then two darks with different attributes that are not dragons, and then we have two dead cards in our hand for our discards afterwards. So the way this is going to work is we're going to start with normal summoning the Seyfert, and then we'll activate Danger Tsuchinoko, assuming it summons itself somehow. Summons it, same with Danger Jackalope. We'll assume that Jackalope gets hit. Jackalope hits itself, Snake hits itself. They summon out Dangers, and then we go from there. So we then will use Starliege's effect to send itself, so we get to add a level 4 dragon to our hand, and we're going to choose to add the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. The reason why this is important is because we can banish the Starliege, which is a light, and then special summon the Collapse Serpent, which is a dark, and then we have 3 darks with different types, so that way we can go into a Curious. Now Curious is going to be Chainlink 1, and then Black Dragon is going to be Chainlink 2, so that way we can add ourselves a White Dragon, wherever it is, there it is, to our hand, and then Curious is going to send a Roar to the graveyard and then mill 3 cards, which the mill doesn't really matter at all, so we're not going to do that right now. But then what we can do is we banish the Roar to special summon out the Wyverburster, and then Roar will special summon Dark from our deck, wherever Dark may be, there it is. And then we'll go into the Appaloosa. Now, your opponent can Nibiru you before this happens, because this is like the 8th or 9th summon, but most of the time they're going to wait for a more impressive board to Nibiru you on, so most of the time this will get you through. And then when the Appaloosa is summoned, the Dark, we will search off of it to add ourselves a Hawk to hand, which will help us in the long run. But then we're going to go with Wyverburster and link that into LP, because Appaloosa has a downward pointing arrow. So then we can activate LP to then let us special summon the Brotor from deck. Brotor, we discard a card to target itself to add a Levianeer to our hand. And then we're going to link off the Brotor for a Pisty, activate Pisty's effect to special summon the Starliege from the Banish Zone. And then what we're going to do is link off the 2 Pisties the Pisty and the LP to Romulus. Romulus's effect to discard a card and then add. Oh, actually, I don't need to discard a card. When it's linked summon, just add a Dragon's Ravine. So this is still in our hand. So we need to add a Dragon's Ravine. So we add the Dragon's Ravine. I remember what the discard is. So the Dragon's Ravine, and then we can activate the Dragon's Ravine, discarding a card to then send a dragon from our deck to the graveyard. And that dragon is going to be our Darkest Diabolus. Now what we can do is we will link these 2 off into a Nightmare Unicorn. It can be IP, but I feel IP is better in the grind game than the Unicorn. So link off into the Unicorn. And then we're going to discard the Hawk to special the Roar from the Banish Zone. And then we're going to tribute the Roar to summon out our Colossus. Now, since we tributed a Dark, we can special summon Diabolus from our graveyard, activate Diabolus's effect to tribute a Dark, and then your opponent selects 1 card in their hand to put on either the top or the bottom of their deck. Now, what we'll do is we're going to banish 3 darks from our graveyard to special summon out the Levianeer. The Levianeer, when you banish 3 darks, shuffle 1 random card from your opponent's hand back into the deck, which then shuffles whatever they chose to put on the bottom or the top of their deck from Diabolus. So it's essentially ripping 2 cards out of your opponent's hand. They're going to start their second turn with a 4-card hand. And then, just to add a little bit more, we're going to overlay the 2 level 8s for Hope Harbinger. So now we have 2 monsters negate, a spell negate, and our opponent can't search. So that's the Starliege combo with Starliege and 2 dangers. Then we also have the Crusadia combo, which is kind of a little more hit and miss. The Starliege combos, as long as it doesn't get hand trapped, then we're more likely to end on that consistent board. But I'll show you kind of the basic of what you can do with just 2 Crusadia monsters. So we'll go ahead and put all these in the top of our deck, and then we'll add ourselves, doesn't matter which 2 Crusadia monsters, we'll just do 2 Maximuses for now. So just any 2 Crusadia monsters. What the basic combo is use normal summon the Crusadia, go into Magius, and then you can special summon a Crusadia to a zone a link monster points to. Magius effect will activate since a monster is special summon to the zone Magius points to add ourselves a Crusadia Draco. Then we're going to go ahead and link those 2 away for a Spatha. Draco will then allow us to special summon there. Lets us add a Crusadia back to our hand. And then Draco will then go into LP. Spatha's effect will activate, allowing us to move LP over 1 zone. LP will then activate and let us special summon from deck our Brotor. Brotor's effect will activate, letting us discard a card, not banish, discard a card, to add ourselves either the Chaos Emperor Dragon or Levianeer. In this case, we're going to add Levianeer. And then we can banish 3 lights, special summon the Levianeer, and make a... Actually, I just came up with something that could be slightly better than that. So what we could do from this situation, depending on what other cards are in our hand, is we can go make this into an Appaloosa and then search out a Defrag Dragon and then go into Guard Dragon plays like that. Obviously, depending on what's in our hand, if we have Thunder Dragons and that sort of thing. But that's kind of the basic. From here, you would summon off the Levianeer and go into Saryusha if you needed to, and stuff like that. So, with those combos, now let's go into a couple test hands. So this is kind of an average test hand. It's not the greatest hand in the world, but we can make it work depending on what our danger hits are. So we're going to normal summon our Seyfert and then activate Danger Mothman. Going 1 to 4. So send that to the graveyard, special summon, draw ourselves a Thunder Dragon. This is actually kind of good because now we can go Thunder Dragon in grave and then add 2 Thunder Dragons to our hand. And now with Chupacabra, we'll activate going 1-4 and ending up sending a Thunder Dragon to grave, special summoning out our Chupacabra, drawing a card, and we now have an Arborea, which is pretty good. So now from here, what we can do is we send Seyfert to the graveyard to add the Black Dragon, wherever that Black Dragon may be. Am I just blind? There it is. Then we can go, and in this situation, we'll banish the Maximus to summon out the black dragon, because we want to keep the Star Legion grave in case we send a level 8 dragon to the graveyard and we need to add it to our hand. And then, so off of like the Curious Mill or something like that. But now we can do ourselves Curious. It's not chain block protected because we do have the white dragon in our hand, but we're going to send our Roar to the grave and then go and mill 3. So like right here, we sent the Chaos Emperor to the grave, so we can end up banishing our Star Liege to add the Chaos Emperor to our hand. So that's why we wanted to banish the Maximus. So now what we're going to do is we will banish the Roar. Special summon the Wyverburster. Roar will then let us special summon out Dark. Going to link these two into Curious. Not into Curious, into Appaloosa. Dark's effect will activate, allowing us to add a Hawk to our hand. Now we're going to go with the Wyverburster into LP. Then we'll go LP into Brotor. Brotor's effect, discarding the Thunder Dragon in our hand to add ourselves a nice little Levianeer to our hand. And then we're going to link this away to our Pisty. Pisty's effect will activate to special the Seyfert from grave. From banish, sorry. Then link into Romulus. And Romulus will allow us to add the Dragon's Ravine to our hand. Activate Dragon's Ravine, discarding a card. So we're going to discard the Arborea at this point. And add to send the Diablos to the grave. Then we're going to go ahead and link into our nice little unicorn. And then discard the Hawk to grave, special the Roar. Tribute the Roar to go into Colossus. Then special the Diabolus. Tribute the unicorn, rip a card out of our opponent's hand. Then we're going to banish 3 darks from our grave. Special Levianeer. Rip a card out of our opponent's hand. And then overlay into Hope Harbinger. And there's our end board. So we have our follow-up play for next turn, so we can banish a Roar or a Dark depending on what we need to, and then a light monster to summon out our Chaos Emperor. Depending on what we have to play, we may end up, and depending on what we have to detach for Hope Harbinger, we may banish like a Levianeer for our Dark and then add it back and all that fun stuff. So we'll do one more test hand to kind of just show off, see if we get the Seyfert combo or if we get the Crusadia combo. Most hands you're going to open up with your with any sort of combo. So in this case, we have our Crusadia combo. So we're going to go ahead, normal summon the Maximus, send that to grave for the nice little Magius. Activate our Danger Snake. So 1/4. For sending the Maximus to the grave, special summoning our snake. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Drawing a card, and then Maximus or Magius will then allow us to search out the Draco. Then we're going to go into our nice little Spatha, wherever Spatha may be. There we go. Special summon out the Draco. The Draco will add the Maximus to our hand. And then we're going to link away the Draco into our LP. Spatha will then move the LP. And then LP will let us special summon out our Brotor. Brotor's effect to discard a card. We're going to discard Bigfoot in this case. Could be an Bigfoot, Defrag Dragon, whatever. And then from here, Brotor will let us add either the Chaos Emperor, the Defrag Dragon, whatever we need to in this case. In this case, we're going to add ourselves the Chaos Emperor Dragon to our hand. And then we're going to activate Defrag Dragon's effect to send the Levianeer to the grid. Nope, we're going to send the Maximus to the graveyard. Special out the Defrag Dragon. And then what we're going to do is go into our nice little Appaloosa. And then we can go from here. We don't have access to a Thunder, so actually what we're going to do is we're going to go into a 4-card Saryuja because we don't have access to a Thunder Dragon. And see if we can get access to a Thunder Dragon, which in this case it doesn't look like we're going to. So this is going to go to the bottom, this is going to go to the bottom, and this is going to go to the bottom. So we're not going to have access to a Thunder Dragon, but we can still set up a Hope Harbinger and something like that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to smash the like button. If you guys want to see the deck profile, it'll be linked at the end of this video. This is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.